I would usually start these videos with a totem smash, but in the latest Minecraft beta and preview, they have introduced two brand new chicken variations. And I thought today we could start with a meme because I can't unsee this, and I want you guys to not unsee this as well. This is known as the cold chicken, and it literally looks like it is wearing a netherite helmet. Honestly, memes make the world go by. But welcome back. Brand new update. We have some pretty exciting changes. But let's start with the so-called desert updates. This image is a distant memory. This is from the biome vote of 2019. 6 years ago now. Now, pretty much everything in this image has been added to Minecraft. Well, kinda in a different way. Besides the vulture. So we do have a brand new cactus flower. Not quite the prickly pear. Hopefully that gets updated in the future. And instead of the tumbleweeds, we now have a dry grass variation. I really do hope they come back and introduce the vulture, because this is the perfect biome and location for it to be introduced. But a large part of this spring drop, which is coming very soon, by the way, features a lot of the pre-existing features Minecraft has promised us. So welcome to the Minecraft Bedrock Edition beta and preview version 1.21.70.22. Getting into the experimental features. The Cactus Flower. Added the Cactus Flower, a new type of flower which has a chance of generating on cactuses in deserts and badlands. So how does it generate? How does it work? Inside of this book, we have the answers. Cactus flower can now be placed on a cactus block or any block which has center support at the top of the block. Cactus flowers have a chance of growing on cactus blocks. And then it says, if a cactus is 1 to 2 blocks high, the cactus flower has a 10% chance to grow instead of the cactus getting higher. Meanwhile, if a cactus is 3 blocks high, the cactus flower has a 25% chance to grow instead of the cactus getting higher. It does say cactus flower can be used in a composter, and the cactus flower will provide 1 pink dye. So it doesn't quite provide the fruits that everybody was hoping. It doesn't actually cause any damage to the player like a cactus would, but as they did mention, can be placed on anything that does have center support. So for decoration reasons, this is going to be absolutely perfect. Although its hitbox is huge. It is going to generate naturally in your world and has a low chance at this, but the higher it gets, has a bigger chance to grow. Obviously, can be placed in the composter and will create dye. But let's go and see how common this is. You can actually see one of the other new features here as well. But you can see here, generation is pretty common. I found them typically on 1 cactus rather than the higher variations. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go to / game mode C. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of these. And then what we're going to do is, oh, there you go. There's a taller one over there. Another one over here. So it does seem to be quite a common thing. And you can create farms with these, but apparently it is going to break the current cactus farm in Minecraft, which might also be one of the reasons why they haven't done the prickly pear on the side, because it's going to break cactus farms. But let's go ahead and place a whole bunch of these and increase the tick rate. Okay, so let's set the tick rate to 100 here. I just want to see how common this is on Minecraft Bedrock Edition versus Java. One's already popped on the right-hand side. So some will just grow cactus like normal. Some will actually just grow the flower itself. So yeah, it is a renewable item. And if you like to decorate in Minecraft, I think you guys are going to absolutely love this. Can pretty much be placed anywhere as well. Place it on grass if you wanted to. Terracotta. Place it on stone. Can you place it on top of a composter? I don't think you can. You can on top of a crafting table. And as I mentioned, open up a crafting table. You are able to make yourself some pink dye. So another way to get it. And yes, does go inside of here. Another feature introduced to desert/badlands is the short and tall dry grass. Added 2 new types of grass. Short dry grass and tall dry grass. This is a really cool grass type, especially if you'd like to live inside of the desert. Now it says both are 1 block high, which makes tall dry grass differ from tall grass, which is 2 blocks high. Both can generate in the deserts and badlands. Both can be placed on types of sand, terracotta, and dirt blocks, just like the dead bush. Both can be bone mealed. Using bone meal on short dry grass grows it into a tall dry grass. Using bone meal on tall dry grass places a neighboring short dry grass next to the block if possible. Can go in the composter. Sheep can eat both to regrow its wool. This is really cool the way it works. Both can be used as a fuel source for smelting. So let's start with that first. So can go inside of the furnace, a blast furnace, and of course a smoker. So if you wanted to cook some food, not a problem. Emergency food or emergency ore, absolutely brilliant, right? So let's grab ourselves some bone meal. You can, I believe, shear this. So if you wanted to take it home, not a problem. You can bone meal this. It will go into a taller one. It's not very tall. It's not like your tall grass. But if you do it again, it's going to place another one next to it or there. As you can see, if we do it again, it's going to place a tall one. And then again, as you guys get the point there, right? So yeah, this stuff is actually pretty cool. I think players are really going to enjoy it. And if you were to shear a bunch of these, they can go inside of the composter as well. But the coolest thing about this is we know the desert can be short on grass. Obviously, if your sheep eats it, you're kind of stuck, right? So if we put this inside of here, I'm going to bone meal a bunch of these. Grab ourselves 2 sheep or a couple of sheep here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to shave these. What will happen is they will eventually eat this and regrow. They don't have to eat grass, which I thought was a really, really cool way to do things. Like I said, if people like to live in deserts, let's see how long it takes for them to consume it. There you go. It's happening. There you go. There we go. He did it. He did it. Took a little bit longer on Bedrock than it did on Java, but I really like the way this works. Really subtle feature that makes a big difference. Chicken variants. Added 2 new chicken variants, the warm chicken and the cold chicken, just like the pig and the cow. Now it says these have their own unique texture and geometry, but not a separate spawn egg. They spawn in the same biomes as the warm, cold, and temperate variants of pigs and cows. 2 new egg types have been added for the warm and cold chicken variants. We have the blue egg, the egg that is laid by and can be hatched cold chicken variants, and then also the brown one as well, which is gonna hatch the brown one. So first thing is first, your regular Minecraft chicken, this is called the temperate chicken, gonna spawn in biomes like birch forest, plains, and stuff like that. But we do have new variations that spawn in the warm and cold. So again, regular chicken, still a regular chicken, still a regular chicken. This is your warm variation. Let's grab ourselves some seeds here. It works the exact same. So let's go ahead and breed these 2. If they do breed, it's RNG. 50% chance it could be this. 50% chance it could be that one. Let's try this again, see which one we end up with on this occasion. There we go. This isn't as cool as the other one. There you go. We managed with this one this time. So yeah, 50-50 chance. They're still really cool. They drop the exact same thing, but I think it's just a nice thing to have in Minecraft rather than everything being the same across all of the biomes. But they do produce a different kind of egg. This is known as the brown egg. Now, the reason why is because if you wanted to take them home, it just means that you are always going to end up with that specific chicken. Doesn't matter how many times you throw it, it's not going to produce this chicken or the cold variation. So if we throw these, again, RNG chance, there you go, we end up with a baby version. Doesn't matter if we do this in the location where the temperate chicken is going to generate. So if we were to place this down here, it's the regular Minecraft chicken. But if we throw this egg, it is going to produce always the warm chicken if it finally decides to hatch. Probably definitely made this. There we go. It's always gonna produce this. So yeah, we have different types of eggs. Let's go and check out the new coolest chicken. Check out your cold chicken. The one I showed you on the introduction, honestly, has the coolest haircut in town. How cool is that? They're amazing. I'm so glad Minecraft has added these to the game. I always wanted a little bit more than just 2 different variations, 3 in total. But still, I'm not going to complain. They are so amazing. And these are going to produce the blue egg, which is this one. So again, if they drop it here, you can take it home with a chance of getting a blue one. Let's throw these. Doesn't matter if you did this in a plains biome. Doesn't matter if you went all the way to the warm biome. If you were throwing this, it's always going to produce this kind of chicken. And I love them. I think they're perfect. I think they are perfect for Minecraft. Does anybody know what chicken IRL this is actually based on? But the haircut. I can't unsee the netherite helmet on top of this guy. But yes, new chickens. On Minecraft Java, you can use these new eggs to make yourself cake. So let's see if this is also applied on Bedrock Edition as well. Yes, it works. And is it going to be the same for the brown one? Let's see which one it prioritizes. It prioritizes the blue one, but you can, in fact, use the brown one. So yes, they work the exact same as your regular Minecraft egg. I missed this in my snapshot video, but the Firefly bush was given an upgrade. Added ambient sounds to the Firefly bush that will play when the moon is visible to the block. They also fixed held Firefly bush texture to better match Java Edition. Let's wait for nighttime. So a really cool change that I like. The atmospheric experience is getting so much better in Minecraft, and I'm really happy to see how the game is evolving. Let me know what you think about this change. Moving on to general changes. Fixed the bush block emitting brightness. We have a bug report. Bush has a light level of 2. So apparently in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, the bush would actually glow. That's not meant to happen and has been fixed. Leaf litter can now be placed on any block, which provides center support. So if we go to game mode C here, grab this, it can now go on top of walls, even fences. Yeah, okay. Honestly, the creative ideas people are going to come up with this is absolutely incredible. They've relocated the audio for leaf litter, fixed leaf litter step sound being in block audio category and not player. Change leaf litter map color to brown, so if you have a map and you want to see where they're located. Fixed trailing spaces on new items. We have a bug report. So we did notice this in the previous version. Basically, it's bush space. Yeah, apparently they fixed it. I can tell you they haven't fixed it for all of them, and still seems to be an issue this week. So I think leaf litter is fine, but I'm right in saying the bush still has a space, the firefly still has a space, and wildflowers still has a space. You could definitely see the differences there. Unless I'm going insane. Animal variants. Let's just quickly read the change log. So it says here, applied the warm and cold animal variant tags to all appropriate biomes so that animals spawned in these biomes by spawn eggs or commands are an appropriate variant, even if they still do not spawn in the biome naturally. So obviously you got the cold farm animals, a whole list of places for that. And obviously at the bottom, we have the warm variations. So yes, everything's now been categorized and should be working properly, especially when you spawn them in the right locations. Features and bug fixes. Known issues. We have a couple of known issues in this week's updates that we hope to have addressed soon. The player's character is moving sideways. I have no idea what this means in terms of moving side. Is it this one? Where I'm kind of like moonwalking? I don't know, but I kind of like it. Low-key, look at that. I feel like I'm moonwalking there. So yeah, nothing major. It also says the character is moving sideways. Okay, we did that one. Other players in multiplayer sessions can get stuck in dying animation after respawn. Blocks fixed Z-fighting textures in flower pots and nether sprouts. I do hope the new grass types can go in flower pots, and the cactus flower fixed a crash that would occur sometimes when entities with an excessively large hitbox entered water. And then another change is related to a component. Fix blocks using the Minecraft destructible by mining components with item-specific speeds defined flickering during their block breaking animation. So a slight issue with that. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know what I'm talking about. Fixed trigger rates of redstone-powered droppers and dispensers. Gameplay. Using Riptide while standing in shallow water will once again launch the player in the air. So this was broken last week, I believe. And you couldn't actually do this. But obviously be careful because this can be a deadly experience. And then we have general UI changes. Let's read the, sorry, general and UI. Let's read the changelog plus the technical updates. It just didn't seem like I needed to place these on signs and waste your time. If you've had any issues and you've reported them, feel free to check the official changelog. These are your general changes, and these are your UI. A lot of these are more subtle, and we do have technical updates, so we did get even more API command and component changes. This is super important for marketplace partners, add-on creators in general. So this is literally the future of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, especially those who have been purchasing and buying add-ons. If you're interested, the link's down below. One thing I will say, though, is we haven't had any news or updates regarding the deferred technical preview. Oh, yeah, there's the walking issue. So not entirely sure on the whole shaders thing as of recent, but I will keep you updated when we do find out. Hopefully this video has kept you informed. If you could drop a like, I really appreciate it. And just leave a comment and say, hey, Echo, those cactus flowers, they're actually pretty. I'll see you all in the next video.